So today we have 7 mods to install, the first one being Black Sacrament Armor. So go ahead and download the Black Sacrament Armor SSE CBBE body slide with physics version. There are a few ports of this. Remember to use the body slide physics version because we use body slide and you don't want this built for the vanilla body instead of our CBBE body. The next item on the list is ZZJ's Wardrobe SSE CBBE body slide. Once again, go ahead and download the main file. Cloaks of Skyrim. Cloaks and Capes. Winter is Coming Cloaks. Main file. Not the craft only or no guards. And the Cloaks of Skyrim patch for Winter's Coming Cloaks. Finally, Artesian Cloaks of Skyrim. Download the main file. For this one, there's something that you'll need to do. Artesian Cloaks was the last one we downloaded, so it will probably be at the top of your list. However, it has to be the last one you install. So first of all, let's go ahead and go into Cloaks. Main version, install. Next, Cloaks and Capes. Winter's Coming Cloaks. Its patch. Merge. Black Sacrament Armor. ZZJ's Wardrobe. Enable the 3 Cloaks mods on the left. And Artesian Cloaks. It will automatically select some. This is why we decided to enable those first. And if you add any others, and you have a smart faux mod like this, then go ahead and follow that same path. Install, enable, and then go into the plugin. Now enable all of them. Artesian Cloaks will override the Cloaks mods. Of course, as usual, loot your load order, because you added a few. Cortex users. Refresh. Install Cloaks of Skyrim. Main version. Go to your downloads. Select all, except for Cloaks of Skyrim and Artesian Cloaks. 7-zip, extract to // As usual, add new mod from folder each one. Black Sacrament, Cloaks and Capes, Wick Cloaks, ZZJ Wardrobe. Open Black Sacrament in Manager, and Explorer, new data folder, everything into data. Cloaks and Capes, data, repeat. Wick Cloaks, and ZZJ Wardrobe. Enable them on the left. And install Artesian Cloaks. Oh, bit broken. Make sure you deselect everything except for the patches that you need. And install. Enable. Refresh. Go to plugins and enable. Of course, sort. Vortex users. Go to the mods pane and switch to uninstalled status. Select the uninstalled mods, or rather, not yet installed mods, except for Artesian Cloaks, and click Install. Cloaks of Skyrim, main version. Once they're installed, enable all. Allow it to deploy, and enable all again for Cloaks. Now, enable Artesian Cloaks of Skyrim. Cloaks and Capes, Cloaks, and Wick. Full. Full again. And finish. Click the lightning bolt beside Artesian, and have it load after the 3 Cloaks mods. Save. Deploy. And enable all again. Mode 2 users. Scroll through your list until you find Body Slide Output, which we created previously. Or just search. Drag it down to the bottom. Cortex users. Go ahead and find Body Slide Output. And drag it all the way to the bottom. In your mod manager, run Body Slide. As usual, choose SSE. Before running, go to Settings, Advanced, and confirm that the output path is still the previous output path. If it isn't, go ahead and browse to where you have that set up. Enable Build Morphs. Find in the drop down at the top CBBE Body SMP. Find your preset that you want. And batch build. Build. Now once again, after a while, you'll be presented with this menu. I am once again using CBBE Underwear Physics. And you have several options for the rest of these. You can go ahead and choose which ones you want. I'm going to leave most of these at default, simply because it's easier. So to prevent your computer from totally freezing, is in Task Manager, Details tab, find Body Slide, right click, and set priority to low. This means that if any other program requests to use system resources such as RAM or CPU, they get those resources before Body Slide does, and that allows your computer to not completely shut itself down. You'll also notice none of the mods that we added today are going to be in this list. That is because they don't have alternative outfits, they only have the existing outfits. You either build them or you don't build them. But hit OK. Eventually it will complete. And OK. Close. And allow it to finish. Now if you refresh, you'll notice Body Slide Output now overrides ZGJ Wardrobe and Black Sacrament Armor. Cortex users, in order to run Body Slide, first run Virtual Filing System. Might need to click it a second time. Switch to Body Slide and run it. Select Skyrim Special Edition as usual. Go to Settings, Advanced. Make sure the output path is not empty. If it is, then you'll need to find the output. So how you can do that Close, terminate VFS, find body side output, open mod files location. Open the data folder, select the path and copy it. Close, run VFS again. Run body slide again. Go to Settings, Advanced, Paste. This should automatically have it in the proper body slide output path. Enable Build Morse. Enable the preset that you want. Enable the outfit. And hit Batch Build. I'm not going to do this because, well, it freezes. So, to see what you need to do for the next step, it's literally just click OK or select alternatives to the existing. Each one is up to you which you select. I left it as default. Close once done, terminate the VFS, and refresh. Vortex users can follow the exact same instructions as MO2 users, except that you're looking at the mods folder for Vortex instead of the mods folder for MO2. Vortex users, once done, find body slide output in your mods list. Hit the red lightning bolt and set body slide output to be after Black Sacrament and ZZJ Wardrobe. Save and deploy. As usual, let's run VQSC and see what we need to patch. Alright, so looking at this, well, we got a few leveled items, a few outfits, world space. We're going to have, I believe, some NPCs, but I might be wrong on that. And we have a conflict with Terra leveled lists and water. These are simple enough to patch, so just go ahead and close all. Disable all. Enable the unofficial patch. Enable Cloaks. VQSC. So, first of all, the cell conflict. This one's simple enough to override. Simply copy as override the USEP version. Leveled items. Copy as override the Cloaks version. And then remove the leveled list entry for Book 2 Common Vernicus and... which one is that? Vernicus and Burlor. Then, next one, do the same thing. 2 outfits. Once again, copy the Cloaks. And copy the element from Dawnguard to the position of the Closed Necromancer boots. So that looks like that. Skin Briarheart. Add the skin. There you go. Add all masters. Close, save. Disable cloaks. Cloaks and capes should be enabled next. Run VQSC again. Single outfit conflict. Copy as override the USEP version. And copy the cape from Cloaks and Capes to that outfit. Add masters. Close, save. Disable Cloaks and Capes, enable Cloaks Dawnguard. And because this is going to load Cloaks, enable Cloaks USEP. Run VQSC. Oh, no conflict. Disable Cloaks Dawnguard and USEP. There was already a Cloaks USEP patch. It only does the outfit. Why does it only do the outfit? Well, whatever. Enable the Cloaks USEP and the Cloaks USEP that you made. And run VQSC again. You'll notice no conflicts, but why we're doing this is so that we can add the master of Cloak USEP, even though it's redundant, to our patch. Disable all the Cloaks versions and enable Wick Cloaks. Here, you'll need to copy as override Wick Cloaks into a patch. And the level list item from USEP into that same patch. Add masters, close, save. Now, enable the Wick Cloaks USEP patch. Enable Cloaks USEP that we made, and the Wick Sky Cloaks. Run VQSC again. A lot of these are just going to be Wick Cloaks USEP, adding a different cloak overriding the Cloaks version. If you want, you can overwrite from the Cloaks to the Wick Cloaks Sky patch. But to do that, you would need to copy as override and make a custom patch. So for instance, if you want Necromancers to have the Cloaks Necromancer cloak instead of the Wick's cloak medium to light, then you can use the Wick cloak version. Otherwise, use the Cloaks version. However, I will note the Wick cloak to light should include a Necromancer item. So just go ahead and create a mod group. So since the Wick Cloak patch adds the Cloaks items to the Wick Cloaks level lists, you can go ahead and just create a mod group with these. Close and save. Disable the Wick Cloaks. And now let's go ahead and patch Cloaks and Capes and Cloaks. So enable the various Cloaks patches and the Cloaks and Capes patches. And run VQSC. You'll notice several different instances where leveled items have two conflicting items. And you also notice in outfits. So the leveled items is easy enough to patch. Copy as override either one, and move the Cloaks to that patch. The outfits is a little bit different. So these both have alternative level lists. Markarth Cloak level list versus the Vol L item Guard Markarth level list. So you can go into here and actually copy as override the Cloaks level list. And let's show conflicts. And you can add items to this list. So let's go ahead and remove filter. And let's right click, jump to, go into Cloaks and Capes, leveled item, find the Markarth. Compare them. Well, actually no. Let's go into the Cloaks and Capes patch. Compare these two. And copy the item from the Cloaks and Capes to Cloaks Markarth. This way you have the Markarth Guard Cloak and the Markarth Cloak from Cloaks and Cloaks and Capes in the same leveled list. We're going to be doing this for several. So, Dawnstar. Find the Dawnstar in Cloaks and Capes. Find the Dawnstar in Cloaks. There might not be one. Oh, there it is. Copy as override the Cloaks one. We're doing this because it's a larger list. That's it. Select both with Control and compare. Move the Dawnstar into the patch. Now let's do the same with Valkyrie. So now that we've gone ahead and done that, right click and apply filter to show conflicts again. In Cloaks, you'll have, well, the same outfits. Let's hide conflicts again. Copy as override the Cloaks version for most of these. Basically, you're just copying as override the Cloaks version. Unless you see one that you didn't patch. So I patched Whiterun, Windhelm, Valkyrie, so on. And I even patched the enchanted items into Boss Cloak. And now that covers most of this, but there's still a few that weren't in here, so you can copy those as well. Now you should be able to remove the filter, add all the masters to the patch, and create a mod group. And that's that plugin. Next, we need to patch Cloaks and Capes with Wick Cloaks. So disable the Cloaks stuff. Keep the Cloaks and Capes stuff enabled and enable all the Wick Cloak stuff. Not the Sky Cloak stuff. This is going to be handled very similarly. We're going to be using the Wick Cloaks version this time instead. So, find all the various conflicts. So, Boss compares to Very Rare Fool. Hallmark compares to Hallmark. Dawnstars. Boss with Very Rare, again, and Windhelm. Remove filter. Open the Wick. Open leveled items. You've got a lot here. Open the Cloaks and Capes and the leveled items there. And find the comparison. In the patch, select Hallmark and Cloaks and Capes. Compare selected. Add Hallmark to the Cloaks and Capes patch. Same with Windhelm. And Dawnstar. And Boss. Now apply that conflict filter again. So we're not going to merge these two into one patch here. We're going to leave them like this because of what we did. Let's go ahead and just create a mod group. Close and save as usual. No, I didn't. Add all masters. Sort those masters. Close and save again. Now it is time for the Cloaks patch. So enable Wick Cloaks. Enable Cloaks. Cloaks Dawnguard, Cloaks USEP, Cloaks and Capes, and Cloaks USEP, and, well, just to make sure that we're doing this in the right order, let's run loot. And so you're going to notice, well, there's conflicts because we have the Cloaks here and Wick Cloaks there and so on. And Wick Cloaks is going to win because we're going to add all the items from Cloaks and Capes to the Wick Cloaks level list version. So let's just copy as override these three leveled lists. And copy the missing item. And that should be good. Add all those masters. Sort masters. Create a mod group. Close and save. Now let's figure out which one of these was conflicting with Realistic Water 2 and which was conflicting with Tarot leveled lists. So enable all, run VQSC, and just create a mod group. Disable RW2 USEP. Enable Terra, the rare USEP version. Go back to Cloaks, disable Cloaks, and enable the Wick Cloaks and the Wick Cloaks USEP. Run VQSC again. And now here you are. Wick Cloaks has a chance of none of 0. That's actually kind of probably not the best version. So let's copy as override the Terra. And copy the 4 items from Wick into that patch. And we're going to leave the chance none at 25. Which means we need a mod group. Of course, add all masters. Okay, close. Save. Now let's enable all again. This time, disable Z-Patch and EMB Light Patch. Run loot again.